Once upon a time, in a cozy little house, lived a mother cat and had two adorable kittens. The kittens had grown up under their mother's loving care, and they relied too much on their mother. One day, Mother Cat decided it was time for them to venture out and fend for themselves. My lovely children, it is time for you to leave my house and go fend for yourselves. You have both come of age, and I am tired of taking care of you both, she said. She gave each of them some money to buy a home and food, and then sent them on their way. The kittens journeyed together, excited, but also a bit anxious about their new adventure. They traveled through mountains and rivers until nightfall. They settled under a big shady tree to pass the night and continue on their way the next morning. As they settled down, they decided to discuss their plans for the future. I think we should go our separate ways, the brown kitten said, puffing out his chest. I'll go north, and you can go south. We'll each build our own house and never be in touch again. We'll be independent and do things our own way. The blue kitten, who was the wise brother, frowned at his brother's idea. He knows how naive his brother is, and he is convinced he will do very badly on his own. My dear brother, I don't think that's wise. We've lived together all our lives, and so I suggest we should build our separate houses, but close to each other, so that we can help each other out if need be, he said. The brown kitten reluctantly agreed, although he didn't see the point. I am planning to make a lot of money too. I will go gambling and win more money and throw parties at my place. I am going to enjoy this newfound freedom, he screamed excitedly. I do not think gambling is a wise way to invest the money Mother gave us. We should try to invest it wisely and work harder as well, so we can reap the benefits of our hard work, replied the blue kitten. The brown kitten shrugged it off and also reminded his brother that he was old enough to make his own decisions. They both went to sleep with different dreams for the future. The next day, they found a nice piece of land where they could build their homes. The brown kitten hid a bulk of his money, saving them for his gambling adventure. He set out to buy materials for his house. If I build a smaller and cheaper house, I will have enough money left, and then I can make more money with it when I go gambling in the village, he thought to himself as he walked to the market to purchase materials for his house. He came across a shop selling straws. He bargained the price, bought the straws, and went back to start constructing. The wise blue kitten decided to build a strong house that would last him for a very long time, and also withstand any weather or enemy. He got to the market and sought for a bricks vendor. He bought bricks and some cement from the market and went back to start constructing. He saved the remaining money to start a small business afterwards. The brown kitten constructed his house made of straws under a day and then bought some drinks to celebrate. The blue kitten, on the other hand, wasn't even halfway done on the second day. The brown kitten mocked him for spending so much time on constructing a house. But the blue kitten told his brother that he is building a strong house that will stand the test of time and weather. The brown kitten rolled his eyes and set out to the market for his gambling spree. 7 days later, the blue kitten completed his house made of bricks, and he was very proud of himself. He also started a wood gathering business with the money left from what his mother gave him. Weeks turned into months, and the brown kitten squandered all his money gambling. He didn't have any money to feed himself, and he was too proud to ask his brother for help. And so he would hide behind a tree nearby and wait for his brother to throw out some leftovers so he can take them and feed on it. The blue kitten was unaware of the struggles his brother was going through, and he continued to live his life with hopes that his brother is also doing well. One fateful night, a heavy rainstorm hit the area. The wind was so strong that it blew away the brown kitten's straw house, rendering him homeless. He stood exhausted in the rain as he was too ashamed to ask his brother for help, knowing he had refused to heed his advice. He stayed out in the rain all night, and by morning, he fell sick. As the rain stopped in the morning, the blue kitten stepped out of his brick house, excited for a new day. He looked towards the direction of his brother's house and saw that the house was broken. He rushed over there to see his brother lying in the open, shivering and ill. He immediately took him into his warm home and prepared some medicine for him. "Thank you so much, brother," the brown kitten said weakly. "You were right, and I should have listened to you. I am sorry for being so foolish." The blue kitten hugged his brother tightly. "It's okay. We're family, and we should always take care of each other. You can stay here with me in my house permanently, and we can also work together to survive." The brown kitten gratefully accepted his brother's offer. He realized the value of his brother's wisdom and kindness. From that day on, the two kittens lived happily together in the sturdy brick house. This is the end of my story.